I was just reading a very interesting article, and it's in the London Telegraph, and it reports that if you have $3,650, and that's including the value of your house, obviously less all of your debts, that you're in the wealthiest 50% of the world. Which is quite amazing because a lot of people in the United States, they claim to be so poor and in so much hardship. Not only the United States, also in Europe as well. North America and Europe are the richest sections of the world. That they're doing so badly, yet they have a microwave, a television, rims, gold chains, iPhones. I mean, an iPhone alone maybe is worth $700. And they're really not suffering compared to a lot of people in this world, and a lot of people that you may think are very wealthy. You know, for example, in the United States, they have the McMansion, the houses, the luxury cars, the lifestyle, all the technology. They could have less than that. They could be negative. A lot of them are negative. They're underwater with their house. They're underwater with their cars. They're in up to their eyeballs in credit card debt. So I mean, looks can be deceiving. And honestly, it's not hard to save $3,650. You could go to the United States and easily save that within 6 months, just working in construction, doing labor, and saving your money, living, a frugal lifestyle. So I mean, it's really up to you whether you're part of the world's richest or not. And then if you go up into the next category, um, would be if you own $77,000, then then you're in the 87th percentile, right? And then if you go up to $798,000, you would be in the top percentile. And actually, I would say that's even possible in the United States if you worked hard, and if you say you worked hard, made $20 an hour, saved your money, spent maybe like $50, $60 a week on food that you bought from the grocery store, cooked yourself, lived in a $400 or $500 apartment, li- uh, commuted as cheaply as possible. I think you could, and you invested wisely, you could easily save that in your lifetime and be totally debt free. It's just that I guess what I'm trying to say is it's the mistakes that you make. You buy things that you don't need. You eat out all the time. You waste your money. You lose it to the banks, by making silly decisions, silly investments. I think you can really be a lot more well off if you live in North America or Europe than most people are in the world. And a lot of people don't appreciate the opportunities that you do have. And I'm not saying it's perfect. Things are getting harder and worse. But if you live in Central America, Africa, or parts of Asia like India, things could be a lot worse. Those people are surviving on, maybe a couple $1,000s a year if they're lucky. And in the United States and Europe, you can easily make that in a few weeks. So it's all relative, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Don't look at the person next to you. Just work as hard as you can and try and save money, and you can get ahead like that, and you can be easily part of the global elite. 50%, the 50% richest people on the planet within a month, unless you're in debt. Then that's the thing, is just don't get into debt. Don't borrow things. Don't borrow money for things that you don't need. It's propaganda. They're brainwashing you to be a consumer, to think that you need the fancy house, you need the fancy car, and you're in the hamster wheel of life, just spinning around, spending, 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 working so hard just to make them rich, to make the CEOs, the banksters rich from interest and buying things that you don't need. When really it's better just to live a simple lifestyle and be stress free, work, save your money, and live on your own terms. At least that's what I think. What do you think?